Hey, this is Brimster. Have you noticed how the look of Alexplorer has not updated with the new axe and with the new shield? And even though I got the shield like 3 sessions ago, I've no idea what it takes for this look to update. It's a little strange. I don't know how that works. But anyway, let's log in Alexplorer.
Congratulations.
See, she doesn't look anything like that. Okay, let's check Alexplorer's mailbox. And then I need to... Can't get the snuff, but I can do the attracting attention thing. No one else is going to kill the rare spawn. I'll kill the rare spawn. I had a very pleasant dinner. We had beef stir fry. I enjoyed it.
You need something?
So ye be the one that did old Seorn. Yancey sent word, but I wanted to make sure he hadn't been telling his tales again. I'll make it brief. Ye did well on Keelall's crew, but I expect ye to do even better on mine. I got an entire fleet to attend to, so you'll be open to run the day-to-day of me ship. Welcome on board, the Crimson Veil, sailor.
Be careful.
Interest you on a pint?
Hey, you girl, take a look at this.
The dwarf flips up his eye patch to reveal a living, functional eyeball.
I don't wear this patch because of any lust eye. I wear it because this other eye is so strong. The normal one was just weighing it down. This eye is good for seeing all kinds of things, like those masked hooligans that follow us around. Fleetmaster says they've been spotted over on Jaguar Isle. Once you get there, fire this flare gun, and I'll help you spot 'em.
Off with you.
Is that it for quests? No, there's another one downstairs.
There's another one down in the old... Nope, Iron Patch has it. We've got some work to do. How much experience have you got with cannons? Really? Well, how about with ancient, fallen apart pirate cannons? We got a few cannons up decks that work the old-fashioned way. You load one cannonball in at a time, aim, lock it into place, and fire. Works well if you're trying to hit the side of a 3-sailor. Not so well for rowboats and the like. Why don't you head upstairs and lob a few shots at Smiling Timmy's sticks?
How am I missing?
Congratulations.
How'd I do? I like the cut of your jib, Alexplorer. Now that you know how to handle our cannons, it's time to hit some real targets. The venture company has found gold to the north of here, a rare type they call black gold. More like black spot, if you ask me. We're going to take that gold, but first we need to get rid of those venture company goons. I've got an oarsman who'll take you out there. Head off the ship down the gangplank and speak with him on the islet's north shore.
Greetings.
Aye. What need ye? Oh, hi, matey. Hoist anchor, trim the mainsail, batten down the hatches and set to sea. Today we scuttle venture companies' contraptions. I need a boat.
For the Alliance.
You're holding tight, me hearty, for that be nary an oarsman so capable as I. We be heading up to where the goblins say they found black gold. That goes belong to the blood sail. I'll steer, you handle old Blasty, and don't tie your skivvies in a knot. I'll slow down when we get closer. What's 4? Return to shore, okay. It changes the targeting. Reticule, thanks, great. I expected you to keep moving. I missed.
Congratulations.
Thanks for being me oarsman.
Yeah, I don't like to think of the mechanics. Remember, whenever something doesn't make sense, a wizard did it. I'm looking for ninjas. This is going to be a problem. You already see some of the ninjas. Okay, great. There's a ninja. The ninjas are yellow. I wasn't expecting the ninjas to be yellow. Pardon me.
I need to get closer.
Only a ninja can call another ninja ninja.
It's too far away.
I think the word you're looking for is stealthy. They're stealthy. They are full of the juice of stealth. Only a ninja can sneak up on another ninja. Chilled monkey brains.
Congratulations.
Excellent work, Alexplorer. The eternal battle wages on, but we've tipped the scales in favour of the pirates today. Paladin will be happy to hear the news.
he didn't offer me a different quest. Hello, Princess Poobah.
You wish to speak?
Have you come to flee me?
Walk.
These vicious jungle cats have been circling me for some time now. I watch them as closely as I can, but they seem to just disappear into the grass. How they snarl and hiss. Don't get me wrong, I still want you to rescue me, but first clear out some of these cats. I won't need to be rescued if I end up someone's dinner.
Farewell.
But I think I killed them all. Only a ninja can sneak up on another ninja.
Congratulations.
Well met.
About time you returned. I was beginning to worry that I was going to be eaten while you hunted. A cat eating a princess. Wouldn't that be a fancy feast?
Wins.
I understand that you're anxious to rescue me, but the time is not yet right. First, I'm going to need some of my things. The gorillas and monkeys on the other side of the island have taken most of my possessions. I need my tiara, my scepter, my slippers, and my diary before I'm ready to leave. It's diary, not dairy, even though she's a Tauran. What? Stop looking at me like I'm some sort of insane person. You don't know what it's like being a princess.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
There's a monkey with a tiara.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
And there's the diary. Yeah, I know that joke was utterly ridiculous. It's still cold here, unfortunately.
Friend,
I shudder to think what Mukla plans to do with me.
we shall meet again.
Looks like it's all here. All right, I think I'm ready to be rescued now.
Wins the act.
Alexplorer, I now put my faith in you to help free me. The great Skymane King Mukla is my captor. He commands the beasts of this island, and they keep me here against my will with the aid of this chain. If you can slay him and find the key to this shackle, I shall be indebted to you greatly. I often hear him to the southeast side of the island, but please be careful. He is not to be
May the
trifled
eternal
with.
sun shine upon thee.
Is trifled the same as chilled monkey brains? So this quest was way harder in Classic. First of all, you needed a group because you would summon... I don't think it was King Mookla. I think it was something else. And
I don't have a time.
oh boy, was it a hard fight.
Congratulations.
It was kind of soloable, but it was basically the King Kong.
Ah, I've been.
I thank my ancestors, someone has come to aid me. If you have the key that will free me, Alexplorer, you have saved me from a great dishonor. If it was within my power, I would offer you a place among my tribe. But for now, all I can only offer you is this token for the courage and nobility you have shown.
Farewell.
Which apparently did not even add an appearance to my... Where's she going? Can cows swim?
I need a target.
What brings you here?
Nope, she just vanishes. I shouldn't be at all surprised. Blasted him clear off their rigging. I'll drink to that. You've got a bright future, kid.
Hey there.
I know ye just arrived here on the Crimson Vale. I need to send ye off on another task. Damsel's Luck is the third ship in me fleet, moored over to the east. Her skipper, Captain Stillwater, is no longer with us. Damn those masked hoolums. Anyhow, Iron told me about your heroics at sea, and I'll be running low on quality brigands. I think you're more than capable for this new duty. Congratulations, matey. You be the new captain of the Damsel's Luck.
Have a good one.
Congratulations.
No! See you soon.
Whatever happened to Fay Ray? When it clung to a thorn. I started to cry, 'cause I wanted to be dressed just the same. You see a set of plans unrolled on the table. They explain everything. These are the details of the impending attack on Booty Bay. Battle formations, plans of attack, and something about a group called the Brashtide Crew. The charts mention a group called the Brashtide Crew. This name is new to you, though you've heard about a few other newcomers to the Buccaneers. Maybe it's time you paid them a visit and found out what they know. Speak with Long John Copper. John Copper on the Damsel's Luck, Enormous Sean Shocker on the Crimson Vale, and Wailing Mary Smits on the Riptide. The attack on Booty Bay is looming. You have to return to Booty Bay quickly and inform the Baron. First, however, it might be a good idea to sabotage some of the pirate supplies while you're still in their favour. The pirates keep most of their supplies below decks, spread out across the entire fleet. Before returning to Booty Bay, you should do everything you can to weaken the Bloodsail Buccaneers. Unfortunately, even as captain, you're prohibited from killing other buccaneers in cold blood. Only a fleet master can do that. You can, however, put mutineers to the sword. A mutiny can be awfully hard to disprove. Speaking of which, those Bloodsail corsairs that hang out on the lowest level of the ships have been acting awfully suspicious.
Can I help you? See you around. What can I do for you? See you later. Greetings. Have a good one. What can I do for you? See you later.
The grog leaks out of the barrel. A lot of pirates are going to be very unhappy about this. Give yourself over to absolute pleasure. Swim the warm waters of sins of the flesh. Wow, I sing and everybody leaves. Everybody leaves.
Hey there. See you. Can I help you? Be careful.
He's a Worgen.
Quickly, quickly!
Pour water onto the gunpowder. The gunpowder is completely soaked. Nobody's going to be using this to fire cannons anytime soon.
Congratulations.
The fewer Bloodsail Buccaneers that Booty Bay has to fight, the better. However, it might be best to stop slaughtering your supposed allies before you draw suspicion to yourself. Isn't that what you keep telling me, Keith? Do 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 do. Everybody knows.
Can I
Nice
help
outfit you're almost wearing.
you? See you around. Congratulations.
The Breasttide crew aren't just pirates, they're Worgen pirates. And they're joining in on the attack. Rifflecast is definitely going to want to know about this. Because it's not just "Arr", it's "Arr". An enormous crate filled to the brim with cannonballs. There is a can of cooking grease sitting innocently nearby. You pour grease all over the heavy metal projectiles. Pharrellan's crew is certainly going to have a hard time loading these. Because there's nothing quite like oil on your balls. You've set the pirate back several days' work. Hopefully this will delay their attack.
Congratulations.
You feel like you've done just about enough damage and you know the Bloodsail's battle plans. You've done everything that Baron Rivelgaz has asked of you. It's time to hang up the pirate hat and return to Booty Bay. The battle looms near.
You need something? For the Alliance.
Why would he say for the Alliance? He's a Bloodsail buccaneer. Everybody knows. Because I'm hoping this, or I'm not hoping this will be over soon. I'm riding into the sunset. This game needs a camera mode a bit like No Man's Sky. Apparently the camera mode in Cyberpunk has been massively improved.
Keep your nose clean in my town.
What just happened? Where'd he go?
Hail. Go in peace.
What just happened? Okay, he's there now.
I have work for one such as you.
The Breasttide. I thought they were dead and gone years ago. Rivelgaz listened intently as you relay the information you gathered. No, that absolutely makes sense, and I'm not good news, and it's not good news either. The Breasttide are formidable foes, and if their numbers are anywhere near what they were before they disappeared, we're in for a nasty battle.
Adventure awaits.
Alright, Baron Rivergate says, even with all my suspicions about Frodan's plot, we aren't prepared for a full two-front attack between Bloodsail and the Brashtide. It's going to take a small miracle to hold Booty Bay today. I've got a barrel of double rum in my chambers. Let's take the stairs down 3 flights and check the first door on your right. You can ignore the warnings on the barrel. Those should be the least of your worries.
Congratulations.
This must be the double rum. You pour a glass for Rivergaze, then consider pouring one for yourself. Something is happening outside. Could the Bloodsail already be here? You better get Rivergaze his double rum quickly. So basically, go inside so that they can do the scene change while you're not looking. See?
Well met, traveler.
Guess who showed up while you were gone? Ah, much better, Alexplorer. Now let's get down to business. I believe that you and I have a town to save.
For one such as you.
I've got an idea, but it's going to involve some footwork on your part. As a goblin cartel, the Blackwater Raiders have a lot of explosives on hand. In fact, I know for a fact that our old friend Nark keeps a case in the back of his shop in the Old Port Authority. Go grab them and bring them here if they haven't already exploded. When the Brashtide pulled in, Seahorn grabbed the nearest weapon he could find and jumped off the ledge here. You'll find him down below, probably pounding new holes into those Worgen skulls. Help him out down there. I can handle the motivation from up here.
Congratulations.
I should have known these Brashtide were alive and up to no good. I'd written them off years ago. I'm getting too old for this. There's too many of them. What am I saying? There's not enough of them. Have at you, you mangy curs. I heard that this ship here is the Damsel's Luck. Didn't you used to be captain of that thing? You must know your way around it then. The Brashtide are our main concern, but we still don't want to take an unnecessary pummeling from those cannon of theirs. Grab this rope behind me and take out some of those angry-looking corsairs. Check in with the Baron when you're done. The Brashtide are everywhere. The Baron's Booty Bay bruisers are no match for their sheer numbers, I'm afraid. While you're down here in the fray, why don't you help me get rid of a few of them? When you're done, don't bother coming back here. I'll probably be pretty busy.
Where's this rope that you wanted me to grab? I thought it would be the... Where's this rope that you wanted me to grab? Oh, here. Geronimo!
Congratulations.
Hey, remember me?
I can't help. Congratulations.
Botany Bay? Botany Bay? Oh no! This is great. I understand that people like the slow pace and everything of Classic, but this is just fun. It's like, oh, but you shouldn't be the hero of the game. It's like, it removes the personality because if everyone's the hero and involved in all the events, how does the story work? It's like, does it matter? But everyone in my raid was the person who saved Booty Bay. It's like, so what? Isn't it better for everyone to have a fun story than for no one to have a fun story? I did get roped. This quest involved roping. Because I'm taking out their columns. Too much stuff not selling.
Congratulations.
There's a robot chicken. Ooh, that's what I might need to do tonight when I finish playing. May need to load the Robot Chicken Star Wars specials up onto my iPad.
Here there.
Any good luck finding the goods, matey?
Be good.
Good show, Alexplorer. And just before I need to ship out too. Can't thank you enough, old friend.
Watch your back.
And which one am I talking to?
Keep your nose clean in my town.
You're still alive! You brought them. Am I beginning to think the tide is turning in our favor, Alexplorer?
This is a bit of a worry, isn't it?
Well,
Attacking your former crewman. You really have grown into a real pirate, Alexplorer. We need to keep moving, Alexplorer. Booty Bay won't hold out for much longer. We'll never survive this attack with all these Worgen pirates pouring into the harbor from the north. Luckily, it looks like they're not armed with cannons, so if we get you out of the harbor, you can attack from the skies. Keybok, the Horde Flight Master's assistant, is right around the corner. Why do I gotta take the Horde one? Talk to him and let him know that you're going to need his bravest windrider. Bring a couple armloads of hand bombs with you. You'll need all of them to stop those attack boats.
what's up? Glad I could help.
I should have gone for the boat on the other side first, but I didn't know which way I was going to be flying. those mongrels know how to doggy paddle. Actually, I take that back.
Your nose.
We've nearly won the day, largely thanks to you. One task remains, however. Kill Fleet Master Ferellan. It looks like most of Ferellan's crew is already dead, but I know that old sea dog well enough to know that he's not done yet. No, he's cooped up tight in his cabin, ready to go down with his ship. Speak with Keybok again and get a wind rider. I'll try to hold off the cannon fire while you're on board.
Talk to me. Keep it real.
Isn't it worth everyone having the same story in order to have this level of amazing storytelling? Hey, MK.
Congratulations.
I like that. They knock you out on the boat and then they rescue you. This is Retail WoW. Yes.
I have work for one such as you.
Alexplorer, you're awake. We found you bobbing in the harbor shortly after the remaining attackers had turned tail. We were worried about you for a while there. I've been meaning to thank you, Alexplorer. Not only did you provide us with the intelligence to prepare for this attack, but you helped fight off the Bloodsail and the Brash Tide. Your name will always be remembered here in Booty Bay. We here in Booty Bay pride ourselves on our booty. Care to take first pick? Nice helmet. I'm not planning on raiding. So MK, the way I'm planning on playing this is I'm playing through all the classic zones, doing the stories. I've XP locked myself at 35. And once I've done all the classic zones and all the classic stories, I'm going to move on to Burning Crusade and do all of those and do all the zones and all the quests and everything that I can find. And then I'm going to move on to Lich King and then back into Azeroth for Kata. And I'm planning on just taking this as a journey of stories. I'm not even going to be buying the latest expansion, I imagine, when it comes out. Like, I haven't got the War Within on this account. I'm not planning on doing that at all. I mean, who knows what will change, but I want to play through the story. And when I've done this, I'll then do it probably again on my main. So this one will be just a speed run through. And then on my main, I'll do one where I do all the rep grides. When I get this up to probably finishing Legion, I may switch to my main. So I'm doing this to just have some fun exploring the world again. And it's been great. So what's left to do? Wasn't that all the quests? I think that was all the quests. So this guy does want to teleport me to
For the Alliance.
Anderhell. So I'll take the teleport to Anderhell. My main is a Shadow Priest.
I am here to serve.
It's about time you arrived, Paladin.
We do.
And then I don't take any quests at all. And then I half back. I just wanted the quest out of my log. So I couldn't do Badlands because there's a bugged quest. But my next stop...
Yeah, what do you want? Keep it real.
Actually, I want to go up to the Flight Master. Because my next stop is I want to fly back to Darkshire. So the other thing I'm doing is I'm not using my flying mount as much as possible. So there's a couple of times I have for doing things like tours and stuff. But for questing and doing all the stories and everything, I am not using my flying mount.
You got my attention.
So I want to go to Darkshire.
Very good.
But I haven't played my Shadow Priest in 8 years. It was about halfway through Legion I stopped. But he still has 400 days played on him. This character, which is almost the same level, has 3 days and 15 hours. Time played this level, 3 days, 5 hours, because I XP locked myself. This character would almost certainly have out-leveled my main if I hadn't XP locked myself. This would be my highest level character, because while I wouldn't be getting XP from mob kills, I'd be getting a little bit from quests, and the gathering would have just got me over there. So I used, I had a bunch of 60 leveled to 60 tokens. So I used one of them on my gathering toon. I had a frost mage. So I took that one to 60 because there's some features that get unlocked on the account when you've got a level 60 character. It's like, I got the tokens from just having the expansions. So I think you basically you got one given to you with a couple of the expansions just gave you a token. So I just used a level 60 token. It really didn't help me that much. And I mean, I'm now leveling that character just doing gathering to relaxing gathering in Classic and Burning Crusade and Lich King and stuff. This character I've XP locked my main. I probably, when I figure out how to access, what was the Battle for Azeroth, that's when I will say, okay, I'm picking up Battle for Azeroth when this character's finished Legion, and I'll do Battle for Azeroth starting on my Shadow Priest. It's weird having my main sitting there, and I know I'm not gonna play it for months. Because I'm also tempted to, at least for Classic, do this journey again on Horde. And this has been what, 3 days? And I've got at least a couple more days of going. So doing this again on a Horde character, so that'd be another week of play. But I played a Discipline Priest, raiding through original vanilla all the way up to Naxxramas. Yes, I raided the original Naxxramas before Burning Crusade came out. And that's why I've got a couple of pieces of the original Tier 3. Wow, there's mobs in here now. Then that was my main all the way through. About halfway through Lich King, our guild had too many healers, and everyone said, Bren's been healing since the very beginning. Let him swap to Shadow. So I swapped to Shadow, and I stayed on Shadow. So here we go. This is the next zone to do. Rich thorium, which I may not be able to get to. Which might be a problem. It very much looks like this zone was fully designed. Oh no, I can get there. Okay, getting arcane crystals already. And starting to skill up again. So they've upped the position of Swamp of Sorrows in the expansion. More rich thorium. Okay. And another arcane crystal. More rich thorium? Sorrows. Is all a bit different. Ooh, 299 herbalism. There's a lot of herbs around. And Soromos is orange, so this should do it. There it is, 300 herbiage. Speak to the flight master. So
Good prices here. Live another day.
So they're actually Draenei now.
Warm wishes to you.
I came here long ago to study our cursed brothers in search of a way to cure their affliction. Magtur welcomed me with open arms. Living here, he became my closest
Do
friend.
not lose faith.
I have worked for years to try and cure the affliction of the broken. The foul energies that corrupted them did more than twist their bodies. It took the comfort of the light from them, but they cannot feel its warmth. I cannot let Magtor pass on in darkness, Alexplorer. Before he worsened, I was studying Prayer Blossom, a flower that grows in the shifting mire. It grows hardly in even the darkest shade. I beg of you, gather these flowers for me, for Magtur's sake.
Health, long life.
The shifting mire takes its name from a unique phenomenon. By some force, the extremely fine silt will collect and move on its own accord, travelling as if alive. I originally worried this was some corruptive force, but my studies have shown the opposite. Whatever energy invigorates this soil is positive in nature. Perhaps such vibrant life can be imparted onto the broken to reawaken what they once were. The silt may not take kindly to being collected, Alexplorer, but please help gather it.
Remember the lessons of the past.
We appreciate your assistance here in the swamp. I haven't given any yet. Alexplorer, I would like to inform you that I have received correspondence from Netherguard Keep. Enar Thunderbrew has requested help in investigating the shipwrecks on the Red Reaches, but we have had none willing to make the journey, and I could not leave the harbourage. Netherguard Keep sits in the blasted lands south of the Swamp of Sorrows. Do not journey too close to Stonard on your way.
Be kind
Congratulations.
to those less fortunate.
But I have something more important to do first. I have arrived in Swamp of Sorrows, and even though I may get a quest to go back there again later, I absolutely must travel to the Temple of Atal Hakar. Hey, Plank Time. He's wearing priest robes.
My faith in Marithra is unflagging.
Unflagging? You're very tall. I mean, how tall do you think he is? 12 feet? Like, that's a very inappropriate height. The trolls that lurk within this temple have done grievous harm to my kind, Alexplorer. We were sent here to guard this place, and were instead used to unleash the terrible powers within. I must beg you for the help only a mortal can give. You can be my hand within the temple. Should I enter by myself, I risk being turned against my brothers as well. We shall make a pact. If you wish to help, first gather Atali artifacts from the waters around the temple, then return them to me.
Let your dreams guide you.
Okay. We can do that. Maybe. So this dungeon used to be one of the mega dungeons. It was insanely huge, and they've shrunk it significantly. I do remember that. They took a lot of size off it.
Congratulations.
So Sunken Temple used to be the only one with a riddle in it. So there used to be a huge ring, and you used to have to light the torches within the ring in a particular order. So you'd have to go down and clear the whole ring and then light the torches in order, and then that would open the section below, and then you'd have to go up and clear everything above. It was a huge dungeon. Now most of that doesn't exist anymore.
It is Lord.
Your gathering of these artifacts will be a sign of faith. Once rendered, I will perform the ritual.
Do not sleep on
the essence of the green dragon flake wafts from these artifacts, the vestiges of my corrupted kin. In purifying them, I form a bond between us. Step forward, Alexplorer, and receive the oath stone of Ysera's dragonflight. Oh my god. No, it's a long time before what happens to Ysera happens.
We live in interesting times.
The Exodar has not answered my pleas. That's ages ago. Okay. I will need you to enter the temple first, Alexplorer. I can join you once a path is secure, but I dare not enter blindly. Turned against my kind, I would be a vicious enemy. You can start by descending the stairs behind me, then swim through the flooded depths of the broken hall. Once there, follow the passageway to the right and find the Hall of Masks. Beware of any temple guards. Once you have found the Hall of Masks, I will contact you through the Oath Stone.
Let your dreams guide you.
My dreams... I have guided dreaming, apparently. This is another dungeon I have fond memories of. Some real-life friends who played WoW, we did this dungeon together very early on. Like, the game was only a couple of months old. And we spent an entire evening in here. And, oh, it was so much fun. She played a warlock. Her husband played a paladin. I was a priest. Bell was a druid, and I cannot remember who our fifth was. It was possibly a pug. It would have been a guildie.
Congratulations.
This is it. These are the bones. Oh, what? The entrance is right here. These are the bones of my kin. My brethren are being butchered here. It is as I thought. I must ask your help further before I enter, Alexplorer. In the passageway outside this room, the hallway proceeds left and right. To the right it goes down to the Chamber of Blood. Here the Atale perform their dark rituals. They have expected and prepared for my kind for years, but not for you. Enter the Chamber of Blood and slay the priestess Udumbra. She is one of 3 foul presences here that must be vanquished before I can enter. So it used to be you'd have to come into this section, there would be multiple rooms, and you'd have to clear and go down, and it was a really long entryway. Not anymore.
I remain in service.
I thought you couldn't enter.
Dragonflight.
Hakar is known by many names. Some call him the Blood God, others simply refer to him as the Soul Flayer. Titles aside, he is an entity of enormous power with malicious intentions for our world. My flight discovered this temple early on and sank it beneath the Swamp of Sorrows. Unfortunately, we only seemed to aid the Atale by ensuring their efforts to summon Hakar went on undisturbed. Many of the dragons tasked with guarding the temple have been corrupted, and the Soul Flayer's presence grows with each passing day. I cannot stop them alone. Together, though, we might have enough time to stop this madness.
We live in interesting times.
Jamalan the Prophet, leader of the Tale and Hakari trolls, has obtained a small amount of Hakar the Soulflayer's blood. They are injecting it into the green dragons to use their bodies to produce the massive quantities of blood necessary to summon Hakar into our world. We cannot allow this to come to pass. Slaughter Jamalan and his priests before they get any further in their efforts.
Do not sleep on the job, unless I have explicitly asked you to do so.
The Hakar blood Natale have been injecting into green dragons has been a devastating effect on the dragons themselves. It appears that these dragons, former jailers of the Atale, have been corrupted by its presence in their bodies and have become creatures of nightmare. Oranicus, Ysera's primary consort and lead watcher over the temple, was infused with the largest quantities of blood and has become twisted beyond imagination. After Jamalan is dead, find Oranicus and end him. Ooh, that's a nice
Let
trinket.
your dreams guide you.
Hakar. The mere mention of the Soul Flayer's name will send many running. In the sanctum of the fallen god, the Atale have recovered a significant portion of his skeleton and seek to restore him to life. Already his children have begun to show up in the area. Place this egg in that sanctum, and it will force his summoning prematurely. Alexplorer, do not hesitate. Strike once his avatar appears.
Do not sleep on the job, unless I have explicitly asked you to do so.
So that is where the avatar have a car is. I don't want to do that. I want to do Jamal and the Prophet first. Oh, there's only one level to this dungeon now. This used to be like a 5-level dungeon. Like, there would be this level with these rooms. There would be paths down, and then there'd be an entire ring down, and then there'd be... Oh, my lord. They've shrunk this dungeon by... to 20% of its previous size? That's a real shame. That's a real shame. This is one where I would highly recommend find a classic group. What was moving that? Oh, what is this? I found a way of moving this earlier and I can't remember what it was. It was that, okay. I highly recommend finding a stream or a VOD of a classic group. Those spirits are unkillable and they hit hard. So you used to have to kill the packs and then just outrun the spirits.
The Soul Flayer shall live again!
Congratulations.
I like the look of that sword. I always have. Why did that not update in... all the things? Been looking for that for a while. Where's the rescan? I don't know why it's not showing that. It's saying not learned. Yet it's saying I've collected this appearance. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why I can't rescan. All the things have stopped updating.
Congratulations.
And now it's showing it. Okay. Five-Eye Strange. You can't fall down the hole in the middle anymore. Weaver and Dreamsire are here now. Okay. And they don't drop anything. This is turned from one of the biggest dungeons in the game to one of the smallest. Crest of Supremacy. Cool. That's a cool looking axe. Yeah, this has turned into one of the shortest dungeons. That kind of sucks. Oh, that apparently is supposed to be the final boss. Yeah, this used to be a dungeon that you would spend hours in. Not anymore. There's a balanced war axe.
It's too far away.
It's a little upsetting, but I mean, I get it. It was very, very long. But I do have fond memories of the original. So, like, it was where I got my original Prayer of Fortitude spells. Because originally, the group buffs for Fortitude and Intellect came from books. And for the Mark of the Wild, for Druids, they were book drops. And this is where I got my Prayer of Fortitude book drops. Both of them, I think. I definitely got rank 1 in here. But yeah, they've turned this from one of the bigger dungeons into one of the smaller ones. It's a bit of a shame.
Congratulations.
That is an ugly looking staff. See, they've still got the steps and everything on the map. So these used to be the stairs up and everything, but they're not here anymore. Like, before you came into this room, there were stairs up to the side, and you can still sort of see them on the mini-map map. But they're not here anymore.
My faith in Marithra is unflagging.
Were you able to kill Jamalan? I need proof that the deed is done.
We live in...
Excellent. I suspect that without Jamalan's leadership, the trolls will fall to infighting, and Hakar will never set his eyes upon our world.
Let your dreams guide you.
You only defeated Aranicus's shade. It is most troubling. Let us hope that his full form does not still exist outside the temple. Only Azera herself is stronger than him in our flight.
Do not sleep on the job. Unless...
You have successfully stopped Hakar here, but I fear we are far from done. The Atale transported most of the blood they produced to Zul'Gurub. where the Hikari work to summon the blood god. Where the Hikari work to summon the blood god there. Alexplorer, I do not think that this was ever meant to be the place of Hakar's arrival. It was merely a test to see if the blood was potent enough. Hakar can only be summoned in Zul'Gurub, and I fear we may be too late to stop the Hikari with the blood they now have in their possession.
We live in interesting times.
And that did not upgrade, but I think I want 19 haste more than I want 26 parry. So I'm going to change this to my gear. Talking about my gear. My gear. Now what I should have done before I left the dungeon he can drop a chest piece that, while it wouldn't be an upgrade, would be a new transmog. He can drop an axe that would not... I thought I got that. Okay. He could drop a really nice sword that I wouldn't mind the look of. And he can drop... Oh, I'm not going to get that. That is not going to drop. It wouldn't even be an upgrade. But it's a sexy looking sword, isn't it? So while I'm here, I am going to do... Have a good one, Keith. Talking about my dungeon. My dungeon. So from Jamalin, I want the Eater of the Dead. I mean, I don't need it, but it would turn this to a full tick. But I got an Eater of the Dead. I did not. I did not get an Eater of the Dead. I got 2 Nightfall Drapes. I did not get an Eater of the Dead, but that's less of a problem. And the Wardens of the Dream, Fire Breather is what I'm after. Hello, Kitten Swarm. It will be very... Light plate shoulders. There's a new item for me. Excellent.
I need to get closer.
There's fire breather. Got it. From the Shade of Arenicus. Oh, he can drop Dragon's Call. Not gonna happen. See? Oh. Oh. I have the loot set to Paladin. There's a few things here I can get. So Jamal and the Prophet, nothing particular. Avatar of Hakar. Ooh. Embrace of the Wind Serpent. That's pretty... Ooh, I do like that. That is the weirdest looking chest piece. Fortunately, I was wearing my armor. But that sword is nice. And the horns of Arachnus are nice too. So I might do another run. How are you, Kitten Swarm? So I got two new things. The Warrior's Embrace I got. So I got that weird looking chest piece, and the Bloodshot Greaves. I got those boots. Cool. Yes, that happens a lot. I'm about to go to bed. Everyone else is getting up.
I'm out of range. It's too far away.
Pinky Banana! They're probably also doing transmog farming. According to this, there is nothing from Jamal and the Prophet except for Eater of the Dead, which I don't really need. Okay, this is telling me what I don't have.
I'm out of range. I don't have a target.
The problem is all of this skinning stuff. A lot of the rare skinning stuff and everything really knock it down.
The soul player come!
Nope. So apart from logging onto Stupid Australians and their streaming, hi, I'm the Stupid Australian, what do you do to get your day started? Feel free to tell me to mind my own business. Is it getting ready for work? Is it getting ready for school? Is it...
I need to get closer.
Copious amounts of coffee? Is it a long PT journey? I mean, as I said, feel free to tell me to mind my own business. I'm just curious. I like people. A lot of people don't think I do, but I do. I like people. A mithril lockbox. See, there you go. Codex Prayer of Fortitude. That's the item I got. It's no longer readable because it's no longer needed, but that's the item I got that was like, oh my god! It is now a junk item, but it was, I still remember getting that in here. Dawnspine Cord has been added. So I got that. I didn't get the Drakefire Butcher, which is a shame because that's a weird looking sword. And from this, what I really want is Dragon's Cord. It's not gonna happen. See? Can't believe that still drops. I love it. Windscale Sarong. You know what? I don't think I've got time to do much questing. I'm not sure how many more resets I can do. I think you can do 5 in an hour. This is the first time I've seen a deflecting tower? Are you crazy? That's cool. I'm getting a lot of new items.
It's too far away.
Smooth leather helmet. That's a new one. Light plate shoulder pads. That's a new one, although I may have already had it in my junk pile. I did. Why are they showing us worth 1300? They're not going to sell for that. Do. This is me, and I am walking through the dungeon now.
Out of range.
These dragons can drop the Drake Fire Butcher. And didn't. My bags are full of junk. My bags are full of junk. I don't know what I'm doing, but my bags are full of junk. It's late, I'm a little tired, and this is what I'm enjoying. And if I'm not playing games for fun, there you go. New shoulders, new braces. I'm enjoying just getting these transmog items as a sort of a thing. And the fact that there's a couple of things I can get quite quickly here. Started playing late tonight, so it was like, you know, just... Got a fine longsword. Not the first fine longsword I'd gotten, so... The weird thing is, I'm almost out of instances, because after I do this, I do Blasted Lands, I then head up and do Hinterlands. I then go and do Tanaris, and in Tanaris there'll be Zul'Farrak. Once I've done Zul'Farrak, I then head and do Ungura Creator and whatever there is in Silithus, and there'll be 2 raids I do in Silithus. Once I've done the 2 raids in Silithus, I'm going to head up and do Ashara, which will just be a runaround tour because it's now a Horde starting zone. It used to be a high level zone, but it's now just a Horde starting zone. So I'll run up and do just a tour of Ashara. Then I will do Bellwood, which is a great zone, and then an even better zone, Winter Spring. Then I'll do a tour of Moonglade, because there's almost nothing in Moonglade unless you're a druid. Then it will be Western Plaguelands, which apparently is a mid-level zone now, and Eastern Plaguelands, which I believe is also a mid-level zone now. And in those, I don't know if there'll be dungeons available, because I don't know if they've done revamps of Scholarmance and Stratholme. I believe Scholarmance has been redone. So it's possible I can't do Scholar, which will suck. Twill Gloves, which I may have already gotten this session. I have.
I need it.
The soul player shall live again.
And that, I think, was the Eater of the Dead. So everything here is now a tick. So from the Avatar, I've got the Embrace of the Wind Serpent. From the Wardens, I've got the Drakefang Butcher. And from the Shade, I've got the Dragon's Call and the Horns of Arachnus. The Dragon's Call being the one I would like. But we will see what happens. There's the Drakefang Butcher. Boom. It's going to give me both epics. You watch. I'm going to get the horn and the sword. Well, I got the horn. So all that's left now is a really rare sword. And from the Avatar, all that's left is a really rare chest. So, kind of run out of things to run. can mark off the Temple of Hatal Haka. Anyway, so yes, I do the, yeah. And then it will be on to... But there's still a bunch to go. I'm about a bit under 2/3 of the way through.
I need to get closer.
But the quest, doing the quests has been really fun. I'm not going to reset again. So I think I am going to... What's left? Is there anything else I want to do tonight? I think not. I think I'm going to say that this has been a lot of fun, because it has. I've really enjoyed this. Is there a repairer here? Please? Okay, maybe not.
Take time if you need.
Well, that's junk. I'm going to add that to junk. So my transmog set collection. I do need to figure out how I make a set. Maybe I need to be on a transmogrifier.
Shop, browse, smell.
I love those shoulders, but must be boring as heck, but it's...
Beware of Yeti!
I think that's an okay look. And with that, hopefully that will show here, and it does. So there you go. Good fun stuff. Sorry, I mean, that was a weird end, but it's the WoW experience. Sometimes you just sit there and make a new transmog set. Thank you. I should have been narrating more while I was doing that, like what I liked and didn't like about different things, but it's late. I should go to bed. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you had fun, and as always, good luck finding gear that you think looks good. Bye everyone.